Hey guys, what's up? It's ArcadeCode here, and welcome back to my FTB Let's Play. Right, so just logged into my world, and I remembered that we were doing this awesome peat farm over here. And one thing I have to remember is that peat, or bog earth as it should be called, is created with a bucket of water. I think it's the best alternative here. And I was just thinking of a way to do this automatically, and I just realized that these valves and stuff will do just fine for us because of the way they work. So I'm gonna set up another one of those amazing tanks over here because Zycraft has another amazing block that works with it, and I can't wait to use it. So just gonna grab a few things. Oh, and I did promise I would clean up my inventory, but just realized I didn't, so sorry about that. And cobblestone should do fine. Doesn't need to be too fancy, this one, because it's just for my peat bog. So coming up to the corner over here, I think I can use the space over here pretty safely. And it seems like he already ran out of peat. So I'm just gonna turn this guy off, and let's map out the corners. And I do realize there is thunder, so not the ideal situation. So yeah, like so. And the reason I'm making it 3 by 3 is because I needed to. Now I am short 2 stone, and I do want to make it with stone because it's a lot better. So I'm just going to do the glass for now, and I'll be back as soon as I set up this new block over here. Alright guys, so I just need to craft a new block, and that is going to be, just waited for it to load up. I think it's the item IO, so very simple recipe, cheaper than the valve for sure, and I even get 4 of them. So just need to grab some wood. And the sound is a little loud. I'll turn it down for you guys. 30 should be fine. By the way, guys, if the sound isn't quite right, or if it's too loud or whatever, please tell me in the description. Not description. Please tell me in the comments below, because it's always good. And I know it's raining, and rain is bad on the camera. But yeah. So after that, I think we can, after we got the peat bog going, I think we can do quite a lot of cool stuff. I'm going to craft a bed though, because it's annoying. So let me show you a very good use of the string. So just go up. Got myself some string, hopefully. There you go. And you can make yourself some wool. No we can't, but right. So all I need to do is craft myself a chest. And do I have any iron bars? Yep, I do. And green Zycorium blocks, or engineering bricks. And I got myself the item IO. So, yep, this should be done. Just transfer this instead. And what this guy does is you can throw a bucket in him, and he will produce, he will then make a water bucket instead. So you can use him for very nifty contraptions. So he should work, and if I right click here. Did I forget something? Oh right, I don't think cobblestone works. Apparently. So nor does stone, does it? So let me find some other materials to make it out of, and whilst I'm here, I'll just grab all this. And I might even just make it, oh I don't know. So I'll be back as soon as I rebuild this with, oh no, oh I see. I just didn't put it on top. Right, stupid me. Alright, that should work a lot better. And for now, I'll just make it full cobblestone because I can't be asked. Here we go, perfect. Now if I break one of these blocks off, for example this one, and place this instead, it still works, and I can actually access this multi-tank by placing... Wait a second. I think I just realized something stupid. Oops. Can I already do so? Okay guys, so if I take this bucket and fill it with some water, he'll fill back up, it's fine. Right, I can already make it back into a bucket. But I need an item IO to be able to access this, so here we go. Alright, just gonna fill this back up. And I'm going to grab myself a few machines. I'm still thinking of the way I should do this. I'm not quite sure what the best way would be. I think if I do it with 2 items IOs, I could do it without redpower, I think. Which may or may not be better. So, could I place this guy here? No. Right, so I'm gonna remodel this thing, and one thing you should know is that you can place your valve underneath. So, I'm gonna dig underneath so I can access it later on. Here we go. And now I should be able to make it the way I want. Simply by placing this guy right here. No. This guy here right here. And some cobblestone around it. And he should still form. So I'll make myself an aqueous accumulator. Remember this guy was crafted like so. And I'll be back. Alright, got myself the aqueous accumulator and a bunch of waterproof pipes. So I think I can hook him up underneath now. And he should keep this tank nice and full. A bit of a overkill solution, maybe, I don't know. But it's always cool. And will it work? Alright, remember guys, you need to add water sources on the side, or it won't work. So, kind of important to remember, because otherwise it just doesn't work. So, I need a bucket now. I'll just grab a bucket and be right back. I think so. Yeah. Alright guys, so I got a water bucket here, and I just need to pop in the last bit in here, and he should start running, and automatically dumping it in this guy there. So now that that works, I can, let's see, pump empty buckets out on this side, and then draw out some filled buckets here, to do some auto crafting, and then pipe the empty bucket back in there. So I'll get ready to make this and be back. Alright, so first of all, we want to craft something new. Got myself a bit of wood. It's just a normal crafting table, and let's see, some sticks, and now we can make ourselves 4 of these amazing wooden gears. Surround your crafting table with wooden gears and you get an auto crafting table. Can you upgrade it though? I think you might be able to. Let me check. Not in anything really useful right now. So let's go set him up somewhere over there. Oh, here's fine. Now I haven't tested this yet, and I hope it works because it would be pretty cool. If I place this here, sand and dirt, I get bog earth. Now let's go get some pipes, and I'm not sure if I showed you how to make normal pipes yet, so just because I'll show you how to do that. what you want to do is grab a bit of cobblestone, which should be fine, and some glass. To make cobblestone pipes, you just surround some glass with some cobblestone, like so. And you get 8 cobblestone transport pipes. And you can do the same with some wood. Wooden planks, that is. To be able to get some wooden transport pipes. Now going back over there. And yes, I am going quite a lot back and forth in this series, or whatever. And if you place it right like so, and I am missing something, which I haven't shown you guys how to make yet, and that is a redstone engine. They are just like the other engines, but not powerful at all, and they only run on redstone. So luckily I have a piston, and I've got some wood, so it shouldn't be too hard to make now. Alright, I need a second one. Need some more wood as well. And I'm having a lot of inventory issues at the moment. And you get yourself a redstone engine. I'll show you guys how it works. I'm just gonna grab myself a lever first. And dump something useless on the floor. Let's see. Now this isn't the most efficient way of doing it, but I think it's good for now. We don't need anything too fancy just yet. If I hook this up underneath, he will start pumping, and he would take it out of the wooden pipe. Alright, and there's absolutely nothing in there. So if I take this guy, place him in here. No. Right, let's empty him somewhere. I can't even speak anymore. There you go. Jump back up. And I should be able to just place this guy in here. He should get pulled out. Like so. And you can see the item with new rendering, and I did fall in a ditch. And he will drop on the floor. How strange. Let me try this again and see what the problem is. Not quite sure what the problem is actually. Very peculiar. So, the item should be sucked right out. It should go down and to the left. Alright, so apparently he is not allowed to do this. Let's see, can I get this is gonna be quite troublesome actually. What the heck is a non-crafting table? Does it uncraft stuff for you? That would be pretty cool. I'm actually confused now because I'm not sure what to do. Let me think. We have the automatic crafting table, but he cannot insert water buckets in there for some reason. So another way of doing so would be a crafty turtle, maybe? That shouldn't be too hard to make. I mean, a turtle is pretty cheap. And then a crafting and thing. Computer control crafter. Interactive sorter. Oh, that's expensive. How do you make a module? I want to craft module. Oh, where is it? Inventory, chunk loader. Oh, how strange. How do you make a crafting turtle? To be honest, guys, I don't know how to handle this problem. Hmm. Well, let me make a turtle first, and we'll see what we'll do with that later. So I'll show you guys how to make a turtle. Pretty simple. Very simple, actually. First of all, you need a computer, which is stone, I believe. If I go in turtle, stone and redstone and a glass pane. So I should have stuff flying around. Let's see. And I'm running out of cobblestone already. Let me just leave one of these in there, because you should always keep one. And I'm out of fuel in this guy, am I? Just dump the whole thing. And I can't believe I'm having so much trouble getting this peat bog farm thing to work. In fact, if I am going to use a turtle, I don't actually think I need this big setup at the back anymore. But that would be such a shame if I couldn't actually use it. Let me try and think of another way to craft. Because we have like, oh, packet crafting might very well be extremely useful. Let me make this right now, because I'm tired of running back and forth sometimes just to craft something. Pocket crafting. How does it work? X, C, B, 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 X. Okay, I have no idea how this thing is supposed to work. Oh well, I'll just leave him in a chest somewhere. I'm not exactly sure how this guy works. I'll figure it out for next episode for sure. And already I feel like this episode is kind of not turning out the way I wanted it to. Let's see. I have the table is architect table, auto crafting table, assembly table. That's not what we want. And crafting project table might be a solution. What the heck is advanced tower wood? Not there anymore. Wood tower. What the heck is this? Okay, no recipe. Right, so I have no idea how to handle this dilemma. Do we have a bucket filler or something really simple? We have small electric buffers, cargo distributors. I think we have to do this with turtle, guys. So some stone, but I need some more stone. So I'll go mining some stone, and hopefully I'll be back with a good way of doing this. Alright, got myself a stack of cobblestone. I'm cooking a bit of it. Pretty slow process. In the meantime, I need some more glass, and for that I need some more sand, but that's no problem. That should do. And let's cook it up in there, because I'm lazy. Let's see, where did my... okay, my wood just disappeared. Let's hope that's enough. If not, just add 2 or 3 sets of wood. And yeah, this is turning out to be a lot harder than I thought. Definitely is a lot harder than I thought. Which is arguably a problem, actually. I just need a piece of redstone, which I have on me. I need some glass, which I'm cooking up. And I need some more cobblestone, which should be cooking up in there. So I'll be back as soon as I have all I need. Alright. If I take my glass and make it glass panes, and place a glass pane, some redstone, and some stone, I get myself a computer. Now that's the boring part. Oh, and I will have to write programs, by the way. And I never scripted in Lua yet, so that's gonna be pretty hard for me. First time I'm gonna actually script anything in Lua. I believe it's Lua these computers use. But all we need is a chest, some computer, and some iron to transform this computer into a turtle. Turtles are slightly better than computers. And if I grab myself a crafting table, I believe, and I hope that works, I place down my turtle and right click him with a crafting table. No. Control click. No. Shift click. No. There must be a way to do this. A crafty turtle. Perfect. So he will handle the crafting for us. And the way that works, I have no idea. So we don't need you anymore. Nor do we need that or that. And we can just place this turtle right here. And I believe you make the recipe here. And for sand. And then you can go, the crafting thing is on its left. So you can go m is equal to turtle dot wrap left. That's this program. Help. That's the help program. Help programming, I guess. Help programming. Yeah, it is Lua, apparently. Add to create new files when typing names, startup and stuff. Help wrap. Oh. I want to find help wrap. Help. Help, maybe? Help programs. Help programs. Let's go. So go and list all the programs. Okay, programs. Let's go. There should be a wrap somewhere. Copy, craft, dance, delete. Oh, so he already has a crafting slot there, so I don't actually need to wrap anything. So I can just go turtle.craft. Should craft what's in the no such program. Craft craft 1. No space, I guess. Here you go, and that actually worked. Now I just need him to have some more bog earth, some more sand, which I can just grab over here. And I should be able to, and I swear I had 4 of it. I just left it on the floor. And I should be able to tell him to, let me think this through. If I have this here, and that's not gonna work, is it usage? I should be able to make it into an advanced wooden transport pipe or something? No? Oh, is it the emerald pipe I'm thinking of? Well, emerald pipe takes 2 emeralds, but it allows you to sort whatever items you want to get out. But that's not really what I want to do. So let me try and figure out to make another program. If I have edit craft, no, not craft, it already exists. Edit, let me think. I wanted to check if it has sand, if it has 2 sand in the bottom right, and that's not gonna work. Um, wow. I have, oh, maybe if, you know what, guys? I don't think I'm ready to do this today. I'll try and figure something out off camera, and probably not today because I'm going to learn how to use turtles, or even think if there's another alternative to be able to do something like that. And for today's episode, because we need to do something, I think we'll test out some peat. So if I turn this guy back on and grab myself a wooden conductive pipe from over there in my house and a chest, I should be able to test my peat out, which is good enough, I guess. Didn't get anything done this episode, really. Nothing very interesting, at least, and I apologize for that. I was really hoping for something more interesting. So here you go, guys. Sorry about that, but hopefully we should at least get something see something interesting happening. So if I plonk this here and connect this back up, he should start harvesting some peat from around him. No interface on this guy, but as you can see, the power is flowing to him. And around here we should see some stuff coming. Here you go, we've got our first piece of peat. So that means we can transform this guy right here with a peat-fired engine, which is much more efficient. I believe he even produces more energy. No, one Minecraft joule. I'm not sure how much a Stirling engine produces. Let me check right now. If I guess it's also one, I'm not sure. So here you go, guys. We got a bit of peat going, and this peat will not only be used to produce peat, but will also be used in our boiling thing over there. Let me check. And peat does work, so it burns through the peat really quickly, as you can see, and it only increased by 1 degrees, which is terrible. But at least we know it works, and I can turn you off. So sorry about the fact that today's episode was a little uninteresting, and I'm not even sure if it's short. I have no idea how long I've been recording for. But hopefully I'll find a way to get this guy to work, or any other way. I can't really. Oh, you know what, guys? I just realized something amazing. So sorry if I'm gonna make this episode long or whatever, because I just had the most amazing idea ever. Zycraft has a block called a fabricator, and let me show you what it does. If you have these guys, wait for it to load up, you can make this thing here, the fabricator. Only takes a crafting table, stone, and an iron ingot. By the way, the crafting table, I'm just gonna dump you in here. So again, I just need a crafting table, some stone, which I should have some, and a piece of iron. I'm actually really happy I just came up with this. I'm pretty sure this should work. Here you go, a fabricator. What that guy does is he just produces an infinite amount of whatever he can. As long he will use whatever he finds in his inventory to be able, or inventory next to him, to be able to make what he wants. So he should be filling up with dirt, but that's probably because there's nothing to replace it with. If I place it here, no, that's the wrong. Is that the right block? Yes, this is the wrong block. If I take my fabricator and place it right here, and I tell him if I grab some wood and I go like, hey, I want you to craft me this, he'll just craft as many as he wants. And that was kind of stupid because I didn't actually want to produce these. So whoops. That was stupid. Wow. Totally ignore what I did. I did not want to do this. But I'll go grab some more wood and be right back. Alright, so if I tell him I want him to produce chests, and I just give him enough wood, he'll produce some chests. And notice up here, I don't know if you quite caught that, but he actually shows a recipe he's building. He's also able to use inventories from nearby chests, including fabricators, but we're not going to worry about that just now. So that means I can hook up my redstone engine back on. And in there, if I throw a bucket, he should pull the bucket out and place him in there. Now in here, I'm also going to put sand, and first of all, actually, I'm going to tell him to produce this stuff. And good, the bucket did come over here. And if I give him enough stuff, he should realize that... did I do this wrong? I think I did. Ugh. Sand and dirt around it, or is it the other way around? I can't remember. Here you go. And if I throw the sand and the dirt back in, he just made some humus, some bug earth. And we can now pull the bug earth out here and just route it back inside this guy there. We could even make this more concise, but and I am going to make it a little bit more like so. And all I need is another one of these engines over here. So I'm very happy with my setup right now. I'm actually really proud of myself for having thought up the fabricator idea. Actually, I was looking and I was thinking, I'm sure Zycraft has a way of doing it, and I probably thought about it not too long ago. And that was it. It was the fabricators are actually what I needed to do. So now I'm just going to make another one of those redstone engines and maybe a few things, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got myself the redstone engine. And before I craft the other thing, I want to check how these how this machine over there behaves. I'm not exactly sure. So I can just plonk him there, and I need some more cobblestone, which should be easy to make. And if you place it there, he should pull out whatever he makes. So he didn't finish building this thing, so I'm gonna get some dirt and some sand, and I think I might have some dirt in this chest. No. Oh wait, but there is some... No, that's quicksand. So I'll grab a stack of this, and that should be good for now. I'll grab some more off camera. And but soon enough we should have no problems. As soon as we've got some power and another machine set up, we should be all set. If I give him a ton of sand and a bit of dirt, he's pulling out the dirt, is he? So stop that. Stop that. And right, so I think I know what to do. Place all the dirt and sand inside this chest there. What I have to do is turn this guy back on. And remember to replace your bucket in there. So the bucket should go down there, go in the chest, and don't worry, we'll have a way of getting the thing back out. It was crafting this, you see the recipe up there, pretty cool. And there should be 6 of these thing crafted. They're gonna end up in here. And these machines are clever enough to know where to fit where. Here you go, it should appear right here. And it's been instantly used to make this thing. Now, I'll go grab some more materials, well, mainly dirt, because I want to check something on how the machines actually work. Alright, so it's nighttime, but I hope you can see just as well as I can. Just gonna drop some dirt in here, and remember to replace your bucket manually for now. So just going, and it's crafting, grabbing this back, placing it back in here. And what I could do, really, is actually have another one of those wooden pipes on here and pump it back in. I should be able to do that, in theory. Let me see if I grab this there. Oh, just one pipe off. But that should work in theory, as I said. I'm just gonna make myself a crafting table for over here. It's always good to have one. And look, he's already replacing the bog earth. I think he did. Or was it just my imagination? Just my imagination. But let me grab some... Actually, I'll wait for this to happen because I want to see this happening. And as you can see, he almost out of the peat. So he's lasting a lot longer with the peat. He's even giving us ash. And he already made 59 peat, which is pretty good. Now he should start producing some dirt now soon. And he's just sending it back into this guy. Now, that's good, but this guy's going to take it back out, which is not good. So, if I just leave a dirt here at all times... No, that's not going to work. Alright, so I just need to find a way to get... I guess I could use an iron pipe, really. Oh, yeah. I guess I could use an iron pipe, and he will put it in there, but then he... I don't know how I'm going to handle this, and I'm going to turn off this engine for now. So I'm going to grab another engine, guys, and another pipe, and be right back. Alright, just got what I need. Actually, I need one more piece of cobble, so... No, that's sand. Ugh, damn it. Is that cobble? No, that's dirt. Okay, I need to go get some cobble now. Because I just want to make myself a lever. And yes, I did say I was going to make my sorting system better, because right now it's not much of a sorting system. But I guess that can wait until I actually need a sorting system. So this is hooked back up, and I guess I can just place him right next to the other one. And there he goes. But he's also going to pull out some other stuff, isn't he? So that's no good. Let's see. I only want him to get out buckets. So I could have a separate chest over here. And I think that's what I'm going to do. This machine, the fabricator, is able to pull out of more than one inventory. So if I have all my dirt and stuff in this inventory, put this stack in there, and only my water bucket in there, he should work just fine. And I don't know if you noticed that, but the other water bucket just came back. So now I can put it back out. He's gonna go all around, and yeah. So I guess I'm just gonna put a gold pipe just there. But it seems like it's working pretty well. I'm really happy with this build. Doesn't look half bad either. Alright, I just have one more thing to do now. And it's sort out this situation about the peat bog spitting out some of this thing. And the only solution I see at the moment is using 2 diamonds. But the good thing is, it's going to give us 8 of those sorting pipes. So we'll still be able to... It's not a total waste. So just cook up one more piece of sand. What's he doing, by the way? Oh, iron. It seems like he ran out, but he should be fine. I hope. And he's built just like the other guys. Like so. If I just run back over there and waste this precious video time, and by the way, I know this episode is long, but hey, what do you want from me? If it's long, it's gonna be, at least I'm gonna have some stuff to show, so yeah. So if I access this guy and I tell him, any bogger if you get, just dump him in the yellow slot. Right, and I forgot about how these thing works, but oh well. And all the rest, I don't want anything to go back the red path, so I'm just gonna throw a piece of wood in the red path. And I want all the rest to go all the way back here. And thinking about it, I could make this a bit... I couldn't because of this guy here. So yeah. So that looks like a pretty solid system I've got here, I believe. And now I can turn this guy back on. And I don't know why I like it when they're just... when it's a closed system, when it only works within itself, it doesn't need anything from the outside apart from sand. I like it when there are just tons of pipes everywhere. If it's a big system that's gonna react with like everything together, I don't like having loads of pipes together because it just means it's gonna not work out well. And in that case, I prefer using redpower because redpower, you have less chance of it. Well, if you know less, if you don't know what items you're gonna get, use redpower. If you know what items you're gonna get for sure, like in this case, just go ahead with buildcraft. It's cheaper and faster to set up. So he's gonna place in there. Now I just want to check this if this is gonna work. Oops, don't want this guy. I do want to grab a piece of dirt though and shove him right in the green path, just in case, and place him back. So they did run out of power, so that's why I'm not running. And I am going to find a way to do this, and actually I just did. The cool thing about these pipes, the diamond pipes, is that if they cannot insert the item, they'll just dump it into the chest. So prioritize the peat to the green side, and that should work out. So let's see if this works. I just need to grab this right here, and I hope this works. So if I put some stone in there, he should not be able to know what to do with any further peat he gets. If he does get any peat. And he should dump it in there instead of in there, because this obviously has some stone. So let's see what happens. The peat goes through. It will try to go through the green path. So as you can see, and it doesn't work. It just goes straight to blue. Now, if I take this out and I just put some peat instead, any further peat will go down the green path. So that's a quick way of making sure we only keep him filled with 64 peat all the time. No more, no less. And when he does reach 64, he will just dump it down the blue path. So right now he's at 33 because the rest isn't there. Now 64, and no longer the peat will be able to go in there and will be dumped straight into the chest. So I basically finished this apart from... No, I actually completely finished this. Perfectly closed system. All it needs is sand, but that I have tons of, so that's fine. It's in a desert, man. And self-sustainable. I quite like the way in which I used the fabricator, and also this guy to use as a bucket filler. I'm happy with myself there. I'm just wondering, why is he not pulling it out? Is it because he pulled out... Oh, I think it's because this guy filled out a filled bucket, and he cannot pull out an empty bucket, a filled bucket. So he probably tried to dump in. So that might be a problem, and in fact, it kind of is a problem. So I don't think I need to sort it today though, because to be honest, this is basically really done and took up most of this video's time. What I need to do now is just route some items into my thingy filler, into my steam boiler, and it should be all perfect. So it doesn't seem like there's too much of a problem with these guys, but just in case, I'll have my filled buckets from here to be routed back into this guy. So just in case, don't want this to happen though. Oh no, I'm getting spills everywhere. So let me think this through. Well, tell you what guys, I'll deal with this next time, because for now it seems like it's working pretty well. The fabricator has plenty of stuff to work from. I think it's just only if he runs out of dirt that you'll have a major problem. But since he's using 4 dirt to make 6 bog earth, and that 6 bog earth turns into 6 dirt, he should be getting a good supply of dirt. And next episode, I just want to make sure this peat is enough. Otherwise I don't know what I'll do. But yeah, so thanks for watching guys. I'm gonna stop the video here. Probably kind of long, I have no idea. Maybe it's the normal length, maybe it's a whole hour, I have no idea. So see you guys next time, where I will probably sort out this problem if it happens again, which I hope it won't. Where is the bucket? Right there. And most probably route all my stuff into there, because I am out of energy and I'm running off a starting engine, which is pathetic. So thanks for watching guys. Please do whatever you guys do, such as you know, liking, subscribing, commenting, whatever you like. It's up to you. But I hope to see you guys next time in my next video, probably coming out this week.